birth sign is coming through, the Motu. The Motu is coming through. The Motu means island. It's the place you stand on. And this birth sign is the place you stand on. It is not up in the air with a few words trying to grasp a hold of an understanding. These birth signs of Lemurian you can stand on. And so the turtle is on its way. And of course, those from the Turtle Island and the ancestorship of the Mohawks, they are of Turtle Island, and they are here now. Now, it was very interesting. I've been calling this the big switcheroo. The big switcheroo. I've been calling this moment that we're having the big switcheroo. And there have been many who we're following, Michael Jaco, Mel K, you know, these people are becoming celebrities in what they're sharing, and they're talking about, they say there's a lull, there's this lull, everything's getting there's this little bit of a lull. I mean, I don't feel a lull at all. I feel the energy's moving. I feel this. I know the stargates are bringing stuff in. And they're moving those energies around, those dark ones under the ground, under the dungeons, under the palaces, and they're moving the ones who are rescuing them. None of that has slowed down. In fact, that's sped up. It's speeding up. I feel like that's speeding up. So the topic of the energies and the intentions coming from the angelic frequencies through the Stargate, and I'll say Stargate number 17. That's present right now. That is very present right now, and that is the hummingbird Stargate. So it's very, very interesting that we are going from the hummingbird Stargate to the turtle Stargate. And some are saying that it's a lull, and I'll just say it, I think you're being lulled to sleep somehow by the zodiacs and the scope of horrors, because that's what they do. This Gregorian system and the Roman system and the clock machine, that's what...
Okay, so check this out. I'm using Stellarium, which is like all the satellites in the world pointing at the stars in real time. So this is, you know, looking south. I'm just going to turn the sun off, and it shows you who's up there right now. Beautiful alignment there. Jupiter, Mercury, Saturn. So I'm going to click on, you know, everything's down here, stellarium.org. You have to download it, it's free. And I can show you how to use it. That turns the constellations on. Everything's in Capricorn right now, except the Sun and Venus. And this is like one age here. So what Huna Flash is talking about is next month. See the sun moving across? Now we're in March. What I'm gonna do is go to a different Starlore, and you can change the culture or the part of the world, and you get their astrology lore to show up on the screen. So what I looked through was a Lakota, Dakota, culture Starlore. What Huna Flash is talking about is this turtle. Look at this. So let me remove the ground so you can see the planets are still there. This is just a few days from now. So Mercury has moved over, the Sun has moved over a bit, and Venus. So we're about to move into this turtle. I'm going to turn the name on, because you can turn the constellations on. And the Sun is about to move into this, and it's called Kia, and it says turtle. talked about the hummingbird. I don't see that on here because it's not Lemurian, but it is because these cultures, these tribes, these native tribes are connected to that knowledge, right? And as we go along, there's a big festival in May. March is exciting. A lot's going to happen in March, but in May there's a big festival, or a gathering, I should say. It's called Burning Mask. And so once you get to use Stellarium, you just go forward in time. See the sun traveling across. This is April. We enter into, they call it Hihaka, it's elk. And then over here we have dried red willow with another Indian name, native name. This is the Pleiades, so you know that's Taurus, but they've got it as this big Tyamni. Mars is over here. So this will be later. We're gonna move through that turtle, through that elk, over to this festival time or gathering called Burning Mask with all the elders in New Mexico. And it starts on the 27th of May. So we move right past the Pleiades here. This is the time. And the gathering goes till June 1st. So we're basically in the constellation of Taurus, but these are all the Lakota, Starlore. Let's just go back to Western. I know I'm moving really quickly here, but that's how familiar, we become with Stellarium. And so we're in Taurus in June. And they would have you believe we're in Gemini already, but this is sidereal time. This is real time. Western astrology is correct in everything but their calibrations of where things are. They'll have the moon in the correct place because the moon moves, so quickly, and but they have everything else. They have the sun in a different position. They have most of the planets in different positions. So we have to recalibrate